the queen of the Atlantic Ocean, the devil condition for power. The more I continued to live in the house of my mother, I saw the goddess Elizabeth bringing thousands of marine spirit which were under her authority, and she brought countless water spirit in my place. When marine spirit come to the surface, they don't stay everywhere, for they rise and stay inside rays of light, provided to them in a specific geographic location, that is connected to the world that is underwater. I was supposed to lead countless water spirit and Lady of the Sea. I was to be enthroned and empowered to do so, but I failed to follow the ritual, and I was punished. I was captured and placed in a bottle, and I realized that I have lost my communication. I was told, since you refuse to take your place, you are captured in the bottle. We are going to throw the bottle in the water. At this stage I was supposed to rule marine spirit of the ocean, and in order to rule marine spirit I was to sleep with my own mother, in order to receive power to rule. Since I failed to follow the ritual, I was punished and captured in the bottle. I told them I have left my body. How am I going to return to my body? Immediately the angel of Satan Yorgan appeared. He pleaded to these ladies of the sea to return my spirit in my body, but they refused. They sent a spirit in my body in order to animate my body and sleep with my mother while I was detained in the bottle. I was watching my mother sleeping and I saw that I was touching her. I mean my body that was animated by this demon while my spirit was captured in a bottle. I was trying to sleep with my mother, then my sister entered the room, and she began to shout to me, failing to realize that I was not the one who was in the body. It was an unclean spirit animating my body. This marine spirit operation was failure and I was released from the bottle so that I would sleep with my mother. The Queen of Queens want my aunt corpse. My mission was to migrate marine spirit to the surface of the earth and find them body. Was looking for a body for the Queen of Queens of the ocean. When searching, I learned that my aunt was hospitalized. She was in agony in the hospital. In the night I learned that my aunt died. Quickly I got the call of Elizabeth, who said, "We need your aunt corpse." I tried to contest, but she was categorical. She said, "Get the flower and do Rosicrucian ritual with the flower. Every flower is attached to specific demon that use them." I took 2 flower to the hospital where my aunt body was. When I entered this Catholic hospital, I noticed demon that operate and kill in the hospital. They had a certain freedom to operate. I saw them operating and killing with easiness. When I stood before the body of my aunt, I began to do incantation, and I left my body and began to do Rosicrucian ritual. As a result, my aunt opened her eyes and saw me, and she began to cry because she was unable to speak and act. The dead cry because they see their executioner but they cannot communicate. In this hospital my body was animated by the demon Okionum when I left it, and whoever talked to my body, the demon was keeping the report and telling me everything, so that I would continue life without interruption. I did ritual and I got the spirit of my aunt. In order to transport her at home, I had to make sure that the road was prepared in advance, otherwise a man of God can disrupt the all thing. Returning the body to the mortuary, given that I had an owl, I summoned this bird who was able to appear physically and spiritually. When the owl came, I said to him, "I need a video image of the area in a perimeter of 100 meter. Quickly the owl flew over the land and brought a video image of the area covering a perimeter of 100 meter. When we check the image, we identify secure street I was supposed to pass in order to avoid danger. I was leading my aunt in the street and she was crying to see that I could do this to her, but I was an animal because I was dressed with the coat of an animal by the angel of Satan in a baptism ceremony. I was without mercy and compassion. When we reached a church I deviated, for this was a living church. In the past we tried that church and we failed. When we changed direction in the 15th street, I saw a toddler who asked me, "Are you coming from a funeral?" I said, "No, I am not." He said, "But why is the lady behind you crying?" Immediately I heard Elizabeth, who told me, "Rush and move away from the child. He is able to see your aunt." When I tried to move away from the toddler, he followed us and said to my aunt, "Big sister, stop crying, it's okay." He said to me, "Tell her to stop crying." I got angry and I smacked the child. When her mother saw that she was crying, I pretended to cry and I said, "We are in mourning." She apologized for the toddler. The ritual of the incarnation of my aunt corpse by the Queen of Queens. When I got to my office I could not do the ritual for there was many people around. Yet I was supposed to do it. I tried to call the god of union, but an elder appeared saying the god cannot appear here, you got to get to the point of throne. I called the angel Yorgan. He said to me, Gabi, your situation is not good. I am your intercessor and lawyer, but if they remove me you will not last, you will die. Since you have to do the ritual in public before these people, you need to call the god of time to stop the time, so that these people will enter in a deep distraction. Immediately I did magic prayer and the master of time called Aga Yaga appeared. He came and he blocked the time for 2 hours. I took the thought of the people around me and I placed them in the bottle. They all turned blank when time and space was blocked, and then I began to do ritual in the middle of the street. As a result 2 angels of Satan came down, they held each other's hand. I continued to do prayer, and then a whirlpool arose in the ocean. The Queen of Queen was supposed to emerge in the whirlpool that were turning incredibly. As I continued to pray, I saw the mistress of the Atlantic Ocean coming out of water and emerging in the whirlpool, and she landed before me. She lifted her hand and I saw the corpse of my aunt moving toward her. I prayed with lotion and perfume in the name of the God of Union. The mistress knelt down because she was supposed to operate in the surface world, though she is from the water kingdom. When her spirit entered the body of my aunt, I saw a powerful red light exploding before me. I closed my eyes. While my eyes were closed I saw Triton, a baby mermaid and beast of the ocean. Then I saw a face with a crown shining getting closer to my face. The mistress said, "Don't be scared and don't move." Then the face blew on me and I fell down. When I woke up I saw that I was at home. I entered my office and I opened my magic mirror. I saw my mother in the funeral of my aunt, but I saw the Queen of the Ocean walking the street. She was physical and in flesh. People saw that she was like my aunt, but she was really more beautiful than Elizabeth, and people were stunned by her beauty. When she reached our place she asked about me and people wonder where has Bobby found such a woman. I came out and we went to my friend. The latter said to her, "We know Elizabeth, but what is your name?" The mistress of the Atlantic said, "My name is Micheline." My friend said to Micheline, "Can you cook for us something? I am hungry." Then we went to the market so that Micheline can buy food and cook something. Human parts sold in the market. We were in the market but she did not like the food there. Let me tell brother and sister, they are merchants that are selling food that are not animal food, and there are food that we are buying that are not animal part. Micheline suggests that we go to a shopping center. Then we went by a shop. The mistress of the Atlantic asked me, "Are you seeing what I am seeing?" When I lifted my eyes I saw an image of a peacock on the gate of the shop. Micheline told me, "This is our symbol and our shop, for when I leave the oceanic world in order to relax in the surface of the earth, it is thanks to the shout of the peacock that I know that I have to return to my world beneath the ocean." Peacock means dawn, and dawn is the end of the night and the beginning of the day. It is when the activity of the night end. Then we enter the shop that belonged to a Satanist, who was selling food that were human parts turned to animal meat. There are agent of Satan and water spirit who prefer to eat human part. Therefore many satanic shops are selling human part turned to animal part. There are many baby turned to chicken that people are buying in the market. We eat food but we don't know where the stocks of these food come from. We just see them in shop and supermarket. We don't know what we eat. When we have entered the shop, Micheline held a lung of animal and she asked me, "Should we cook these human finger?" I said, "This is an animal lung." She said to me, "How is that you can't see?" She pulled out a glass from her bag, and she held my eyes. As a result I saw that this lung was human feet. Most sausage are human penis and there are neck that are also human penis thanks to magic prayer, and the devil has placed sickness like cancer in these food. Micheline also bought leg of children in this supermarket, and many are suffering. Human part were sold in this shop. Garlic that were sold in this shop was human pancreas, onion were human eyes. Bear in mind that the enemy placed sickness in these food, yet God children are failing to pray. Since Micheline did not have a place to sleep, we found a hotel, the Queen of Queens and makeup industry. When we got in the hotel room, Micheline stood before the mirror and pointed her hand to the mirror. As a result, makeup product began to come out of the mirror, such as face powder, lotion, eyelash. Then she began to do makeup. First I saw Micheline removing her natural hair. I saw her head and ears extending. and they became huge like horns, and her head became elongated, and her nail became long and sharp. When she turned around to talk to me, I saw her teeth becoming like that of a wild animal, and she became a monster. Micheline said to me, wait and see how I will become. She faced the mirror and extended her hand towards the mirror. I saw that she was pulling blood out of the mirror, and she began to drink blood that she was pulling out of the mirror. I saw that the more blood she was drinking, the more she was turning back to human shape. Her long nail and long ears were returning to normality, and finally she turned to a normal woman. But the more she drank blood, she was turning to an innocent woman having the face of an innocent and beautiful girl, and when she had finished to drink blood, she had the face of a very young, innocent and angelic girl. She was the most extreme beautiful lady you can ever meet, and her hair was angelic. When she had finished, immediately she called the Princess Gabriel. When the latter came, she was complaining and she said, "Since I came to the surface of the earth, I have not received a physical body to enjoy my life in the land of men. I don't see the point of being here, and I really don't know why you brought me to the surface world in the first place." The Queen of Queens said to her, "Keep quiet." I saw the Princess Gabrielle going silent. The Queen of the Atlantic, Micheline, said to her, "Now turn around." When Gabrielle turned around, Micheline said to her, "Are you talking to me, the Queen, or your mother Elizabeth? Now listen to me, I need new hair." Gabriel said, "Queen of the Sea, am I supposed to give you my hair?" Immediately I saw Gabriel giving the Queen of the Atlantic her hair called Cabellos. Back then it was not yet in prevalence in the market. I saw Princess Gabriel cutting a part of her natural hair and giving it to the Queen of Queens, Micheline. When Micheline placed it on her head, I saw this handful of hair growing quickly and descending to her back. The Queen of Queens said to Gabriel, "Your hair is fine. What are you waiting in order to multiply it and sell it? You are beautiful, you can work in beauty industry, you got great smell, you can create perfume thanks to your smell, and you got good hair, you can affect the head of women all over the world. This is my instruction to you. Now go to South Africa, set up your headquarters there and build yourself an enterprise. You will do multiplication and I will send you souls. You will multiply your natural hair, and you will sell them to women." Then Oceanic Mistress said to the Princess Gabriel, "I am sending you now. Go to South Africa, find yourself a physical body there, and set up your headquarters there, and multiply your own hair and sell it all over the country. You will rise and have power over more women." When the Queen Micheline spoke that way, the Ocean Princess Gabriel knelt down and said, "Mother, with joy, mother." The Queen Micheline said to Princess Gabriel, "Go, my daughter, go." When Gabriel had left, Micheline said to me, "Write this day, for you will see what will happen in your country in the near future. Everybody will buy Princess Gabriel wigs, makeup product and perfume, and everybody will buy her natural hair. Everybody will buy her perfume that is made from her natural smell." Then Micheline gave Gabriel a product. She said, "I give you this lotion, go purify it, and when it will become popular, women who will apply it will have issue with conception. The lotion I am giving you will affect the two ovary of woman. Beloved, these ladies of the sea are in soap, lotion and powder. Whenever people apply these lotion, soap and face powder, in the night when they sleep, they lose their natural beauty, which are transferred to the princess of water beneath the ocean. These princess underwater will be more beautiful, for they are stealing natural beauty of all the women of the world through makeup product. I want to warn godchildren, there are agent of the Princess Gabriel that she has placed in our country. The princess has deployed agents all over the country. She is the one supplying them with load and stock of wigs, stock of beauty product and stock of perfume. These agents are selling these product in their own names, but the stock come from the Oceanic Princess Gabriel, who is based in South Africa. These agents sell with their name, but they operate in the power of the Marine Kingdom. God's servant must ask themselves question about the origin of these wigs, beauty product and perfume. Product and items of the Marine Kingdom are put in circulation on the surface of the earth for a very specific period of time. When the deadline is reached, a new brand and new model will be released on the surface of the earth for another specific time. This is the trend and fashion of this world. We got many Cabellos supply in the country. But these people are servant of mermaid of the Atlantic. All the wigs that women are putting today are the very hair of water mermaid that were dwelling in our house. Many of them were living in my house and women are wearing their hair. The most dangerous wig are white and yellow ones. White represent royalty underwater. Micheline had white hair underwater, but on the surface she had black hair. To differentiate the power she had underwater and the power she had on the surface, many lotion are charged with power of manipulation.